Welcome back. Former President Trump learned the power of social media earlier this year. After having several tweets removed, Twitter shut down his entire account, accusing him of spreading bogus theories about election fraud. Big tech has all but free reign on the internet. Play by their rules or you'll find yourself sidelined.
But faced with these high-profile blocks, bans, and suspensions, there are growing calls now to find ways to rein in big tech. WHO 13's Janae Town joins us with more.
Well, from state lawmakers talking about taking away tax breaks from social media companies for censoring free speech, to Congress considering imposing big-dollar civil penalties, those at risk of being silenced by big tech are now speaking out.
Morning, noon, and night. Beeps, buzzes, chimes, and chirps call our attention to every like, share, tweet, and post.
Social media is the new public square.
From that funny Zoom call,
I'm not a cat,
to staying connected during these physically distant times.
Twitter is just how you communicate with other people, you know.
But what brings us together on social media can also divide us.
The day after the Capitol riots in Washington, D.C., I noticed that I was not able to access the Twitter.
At first, Zakaria Hill thought it was a mistake when this account suspended message showed up.
Why the supply hive?
More than a month later, she's still waiting for an answer.
It's like a Twitter jail. We didn't break any rules, and we were still suspended, so that's a problem.
Oh, the people that are being flagged, they're out there saying the craziest things.
That was until WHO radio host Jeff Angelo found himself in a face-off with Facebook.
I said some bad words. I said election fraud. Suddenly I was flagged. Possible troublemaker.
Facebook didn't just flag his words, it fact-checked them.
Our tech overlords are really starting to direct us toward one set of facts, one set of opinions, and saying these are the right opinions, and not right in a conservative way, like these are the correct opinions. This sounds so Orwellian, doesn't it?
These days, our feeds are filled with concerns that free speech is under attack.
A really fundamental misperception is that free speech rights, the First Amendment, somehow covers private businesses. No, private businesses, within reason on certain things, can totally restrict what people say and don't say.
Meaning you have no right to tweet or post. But big tech's censorship of free speech raises more than a few flags for the ACLU of Iowa.
It is concerning when a handful of companies have such a big megaphone. It's not transparent. It's not open. Nobody knows why some things are blocked and some things aren't.
I've heard from dozens and dozens of constituents on this issue. And I think what that signals to me is that people are concerned that they could be next.
Freshman Congresswoman Ashley Hinson is taking on big tech.
And I think it's really important that we make sure that there is accountability there and that our big tech companies are following the spirit of the First Amendment.
That's why Hinson is co-sponsoring the KACEIT Act. It reboots the immunity section of the Communications Act of 1934. So for starters, the proposal holds big tech accountable for filtering out illegal, indecent, and harmful content like pornography from young viewers. But it also creates penalties for stifling free speech, meaning the likes of Facebook and Twitter could be sued civilly for failing to uphold the First Amendment.
Let's be clear about what those rules are and what those requirements are. But ultimately, we want people to be able to have a free exchange of ideas without fear that their voice is going to be squashed out.
But to me, the answer to free speech that may be wrong is more free speech.
But say the wrong words on social media, and those constant notifications could suddenly stop, cutting you off from your friends and followers, leaving you in a Twitter timeout.
I really do miss the Supply Hive's Twitter account, and I wish I could use it and tweet from it.
And it isn't just big tech keeping tabs on you. Your employer could be as well, and your free speech could also jeopardize your job. So we look at some First Amendment rights in the workplace. You'll find more at WHO13.com.
Janae, can you imagine if there was like an employer who planted microphones on their
Exactly. Listening to what we're saying, who knew?
It is fascinating stuff. I do encourage everybody to go to the website. Thanks so much, Janae.
They're listening all the time.